Welcome back to part 1,000,003. Or is it 14,000,003? I don't know, part a lot. We'll be painting the brakes. So we've got to remove the calipers and the carrier. Well, we're going to remove the carriers, we're going to leave the calipers on the car to paint. Because I'm not changing the hoses on them yet to braided ones. So when I remove them, that's when I'll change the hoses. So I'm not going to remove them yet because I just don't want to cause any issues. Also means I don't have to drain the brake fluid just yet. We will also be cutting the transmission tunnel and giving it room for the manual gearbox to fit in, and we shall be finishing off the wheels, or we should at least be painting the wheels. I hope we get them finished off. But there's a lot of hours going into this video, a lot of time being spent. Chris comes up for one day, Chupa's up for another day. I try my hardest to put one of these out a week. This is just literally what we're doing within the week that's going to be out today. But it should be a fairly long video. I mean, I'm talking right now, I haven't even done the editing. So I don't even know how long the video is yet, so I'm just having fun talking to you guys. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Ask any questions by all means in the comments, but please come and visit our website, join the forum. I know quite a few of you are now. I'll happily give you advice about your cars. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, so will the other boys, you know. So come and join us down there and buy some stickers too. Support us. You can support me with a Supra build by buying some stickers, and you can share the words of Absolute Modics to everyone else you know. So let's crack on with this video. Okay, currently we are about to cut the inside of the tunnel where those black lines are, so we can bend up the metal so we can fit the manual gearbox in. Christopher has joined me today. He's partaking in a drink, and so far all we've done is took the box back out so we know exactly what we need to cut. I've drawn a black line just on here which is the edge of the hole that's in the car at the moment. This up to here is what's catching on the inside of the car, so we need to cut, what's that, 4 inch at least, and then it should fit in and not catch on anything. Well, that's the plan.
Hopefully that's what we've been told.
That's what we've been told. So I don't know if I've done a good thing or a bad thing, but I've entrusted Chris in cutting the car because I pulled my back and
yeah, sure I win.
No, I pulled my back and it really hurts. So he will be angle grinding. I don't trust you so much.
Very comfortable position.
Yeah. Right.
Not the first time I've ground. Just cut here, yeah?
No. Yeah, you have to readjust and go upside down, aren't you? The smell of burning metal.
I like to be pee.
How does it? No way on this earth does it smell like kiddie pee. It's nasty though. We should come back to you when he's adjusted. Oh no, he's nearly done. Now it's going to throw the sparks completely different direction.
Hopefully down the hole.
That one wasn't too bad. How far do you need to go from underneath? About halfway, aren't you?
Halfway. Don't want to catch the plastic.
No, that makes sense.
Could probably do it all from underneath, but...
Well, at least once the straight line started, at least you should hopefully know where to go. Just remember, kids, when you're angle grinding your car, make sure you have water and fire extinguishers at hand, because we're very safety conscious, because we do not want to burn my Supra down.
We have got the bottle at the back of the car with water in.
Yeah.
For when people say something.
A bottle, yeah. But yeah, that's good. We're halfway. Let's go underneath the car. Well, you did one side. You need to readjust, or are you alright? Oh, there's a Chris. It's just a brute. Smacks the crap out of everything. Right, right.
Don't forget we can bend it back.
Yeah, but you're just such an animal. Right, what?
It's small, haven't it?
Yeah, small, £2. Right, you need to try and get like a bar across here now, across this gap, and bend this top bit back down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what I mean.
That's what we need to do.
Them long bolts you've got.
Give it me. Let go. Ow, my fingers. Give me the hammer. Oh, honestly. I'll come back to you in a second, people. So what we did in the end, we stuck an extension piece underneath this and bent it round it so it gives it the height. When I finish, I shall use the roof flashing to make this tunnel like whole again, sort of thing. But until the engine and gearbox is back in the car, I'm not going to touch that just in case I need to adjust anything. So this whole footage is pretty much just staring at your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't really pay attention, but
And I bet you people are going to say something about us putting straight through these bolt holes.
probably, yeah. These bolt holes aren't actually needed, because they're for the automatic shifter. Obviously, we don't have automatic shifter anymore, so we're pretty lucky. We don't need that. Now, what are you laughing at?
No, I'm doing something faces.
Well, unfortunately, I can only see your eyes. So stop smacking the tunnel. You've done enough, you brute. Look what you broke off. You broke that off, and you broke that off. Do that one on the dashboard. Stop throwing them in the car. That's on the dashboard as well. Right, I'm gonna get this bar out. Cute. That worked quite well. Bent it round. All right. That should hopefully be all right. I should send a picture to my Supra guru. Right down there, we passing my phone, so I can send a picture to my Supra guru.
Where's your phone?
On the bench.
Oh, it's behind me.
Yeah. Out my old one. Chris is busy cleaning up the wheel nuts because they're rusty and they've been painted red. We're just going to paint them black. We wouldn't normally paint them, but because they've been painted red and look crap, we're going to paint them red.
Something we wanted to do since the day we picked the car up.
It is, yeah. I'm about to crack on with these wheels. Obviously that's what they look like now. That's what I want it to look like. And then when I crack on with the brakes in a bit as well.
Want them to look like?
Well, I want a different set of wheels, obviously.
See them rolling that road on somebody else's car, don't they?
Well, I don't care. They could be set on fire and burnt to a pile for me, but you know, right now.
We do apologise to anybody who has them wheels on likes, don't you? Don't expect it.
But they might be the relatively nice wheels on the right car. They do not suit a Supra.
No, good on Civic.
But they do not suit a Supra. But I have no other wheels, so that's why I have to have those wheels for now. So someone messaged me. Oh, someone said something on Facebook. I'm disappointed that you're painting those wheels. I thought you'd get some new ones. To that person, I am gonna get some new ones. I just need money. And a lot of money has just been sunk into getting the gearbox and all this for that. So wheels is on back burner this coming second. In all fairness, mate, the wheels aren't even on the to-do list. Get a pen. The pen's above the list. Boom, write it on. Don't look at your phone. This is important. People want to see this. Fine. I need to record and write. It's not going to go good. There's paint wheels on there. Let's do new wheels. Yeah. Yes, I crossed off Woodruff key because that's arrived now, and I crossed off a new pen because I have a new pen. Yeah. Right, let's crack on. Chris has prepped these as best he can, and now he's gonna prime them. I assume you're priming them, yeah?
Yeah.
I love how you have the mask on and I don't.
The mask are over there, you know where they are.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of nearly dying.
Excuse me, who's done all the painting? I did all the painting, not you.
Yeah, but you've nearly died more than me.
I know I have. Black's the worst colour, honestly, for paint.
I know, but I was running out for the cheese.
I'm not seriously going to let everyone watch on camera as you paint 20 nuts. So I shall come back to you when you're nearly finished. You missed a bit. Like the second one you did or whatever. Bad man. Cobweb? Cool. So now we'll let them dry. We'll put the heat back on, let them dry. Then we'll black them. You know, anyway, if you want to like the tops going black, yeah? Because that's the only thing that they need to paint, to be fair. All that's going to happen is that paint's just going to come off when you put it back on.
But you can't just spray the top.
You can't.
I'll mask them off, but what's the point?
Why? You just spray straight over the top.
But they don't call me Bloody.
I'm Bloody and I do things correctly. I just sprayed the tops. Yeah, let's not look at the gearbox. It was all standing upright. It was standing upright and looked spot on. Right, put the heat on.
You guys put the heat on.
Put the heat on. Now time to put the black on. It's a shame they not say like that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, we shall come back to you in 17 wheel nuts time.
Right, as soon as Blue's disappeared, I now have to do it all myself because he's lazy. Last one now.
Chris is currently stripping down the brakes now. He's done one side, so the caliper's hanging from the suspension. We're taking the carrier off so we can paint it separate from the car. When we paint the calipers, we will mask up like all the brake disc and all that business with some newspaper or something like that. But while it's on the car, it's a lot easier to give it a good scrub with a wire brush, so that's exactly why Chris is doing it. Having fun?
Not that bad actually. Just
Yeah, it's not the best paint, is it?
cheap nasty paint.
Yeah.
And you don't want red.
Nope. We do not want red. Thanks to the beautiful world of Facebook, we're going for purple. I mean, to be fair, I want a purple anyway, but I asked people at Facebook, what colour shall we paint our brakes? Most people came back with purple, a few people said yellow. I was like, no, no yellow. So they're going purple. So hopefully we should get these done in this video, so you can see. You might want to, like, I've already been like cleaning those ones for getting up an hour. This is the last one, and I've got the joys of all the calipers. Fun, but the red's going. It's coming off, look how easy it comes off.
Oh, I've already got one done. This one here, look, see, we found it says Supra on there. But I've cleaned up that one a little bit, but unfortunately I have to go because it's my girlfriend's mum's birthday tomorrow and we're going out. But he needs to clean all them off. It's having fun.
I don't know if fun is the word I would use.
Well, what you've been singing, I'm sure you're having fun.
No. I ended up dropping my file and you went straight through my trader and hit my toe, and now my toe's bleeding. So I don't know if fun is the word I would use.
I didn't laugh.
I mean pain.
I didn't laugh on it. You look like you've got like a big
That's quite dust mask, dude.
You got a boob on your head.
I can't see it.
You're like from, I can't remember what that film's called now. That we had Adam Sandler in it. That little Nicky. That monster has tits growing on his head.
Nope, no idea. You watch some crap, dude. All the carriers have been cleaned, they've been wire brushed, they've been filed, they've been, you know, whatever. They've been white spirited now, so like degreased basically. Just letting the white spirits dry off, and then it'll be time to prime them. Then we'll get some colour on. The carriers are hanging there now, and they're drying, and then hopefully we should be able to get some colour on pretty shortly. The brakes, well, the carriers have been painted. Guys, it's still hard to pick up the colour on this camera, especially with this light. But it looks brilliant. They're purple. They're just going to hang there and dry now. And I'll come back to it tomorrow. Because I'm knackered, I'm tired, and I have a bad back, and I want to go have a bath. It's not the end of this video for you guys, but it's the end of today for me. I did a bit of playing around with this wheel. That's got dusty on it. I don't know if you saw, some people called it the orange peel in the last video. So I started with T-cut and it was taking forever, so I actually got rubbing compound and started rubbing down the actual top surface, and it's got rid of a really bad orange peel. It's, you know, it's very faint. It's a lot harder to pick up on the camera than it was, but it looks a lot better than it did. So I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. I just have to do that to do the wheels now. But yes, I'm quite happy with that. So we're about to paint the brakes. We've cleaned off as much paint as we can. Most of it chiselled off, to be fair, because it was crap. They've just been white spirited to degrease them. I'm going to let them dry. So I've done that one, I've done this one as well. Chubba's been prepping the other side ready. He's cleaned the back one off, he's putting on the front one now. So we'll let them dry and then we can crack on with painting. All the carriers have been painted now. They're in the lovely velvet purple that matches the bits on the engine. That's what we're going to do the calipers as well. So we'll show you the finished product of them. So just make sure everything's nice and dry, and you like white spirit and that's dried off, so it's not going to affect the paint. Make sure you mask off the area where you're going to paint. We've masked off the blade nipples as well, and we've also masked the pistons just to cover like the rubber boots around the pistons. So then we're going to go ahead and paint with some primer. Bye bye Supra. Depending how thick you lay your paint on, you might want to do 2 coats. I think we're going to get where we want. Just don't get distracted by the newspaper, because it has a 2-way teaser on it today, and that's what turned Chubba on apparently. Oh no, sorry, it was the beef on the other side of it, wasn't it? Look at him looking at it. He's looking at the beef. He's not looking at the caliper. He's looking at the beef.
Hello everybody.
Beef. They're right. What?
I see if I missed any bits.
Okay.
I can't see because I'll feel it.
Hasn't missed any of it. Don't know. I'll just do a coat on your left hand side just to make sure it's alright then. And once you've done that, obviously that back one's done. The other side front one's done. I'm not going to show you, but I've just put the first coat of purple on. Looks tidy. What's it? You can't tell it's purple on the camera. Well, you can't pick up this purple on the camera at all, mate.
No?
No. I look at the engine. You know it's another colour, but you can't tell it's purple, but it looks nice.
Hey.
Why don't you have your mask on your face for spraying?
I forgot it up there.
Clarkson, not. Clarkson there.
No.
Clarkson's gone. He's purple.
It does just look like shiny grey on here.
I know it does. Yeah. It's purple. Yeah, I can move. I can't get my angle.
And yeah, we don't want to have.
Right, it's now time to start assembling these carriers.
Not calipers.
Not calipers, no carriers. These are the bits that were sat on in these grooves just here. but obviously we flicked them off so we can paint them. Obviously they're full of crap. Trouble is currently going through the process of cleaning them. Is that your cleaned one?
Yep.
It's not very clean.
Cleaner.
Yeah, we'll come back to you when these are clean and we'll start putting them back on the carriers.
Well, here we... Bloody face mask. Here we have them stupid carriers I was on about. And the problem is with them, is we were trying to figure out, is these clips here. As you can see, they are slightly different one to the other. One's got the metal prong in the middle, one hasn't. And it was figuring out which way they all fit inside the caliper, inside the carriers, not carriers. I'm doing it now. And yeah, very awkward, but we got there.
Why don't you go to our website and visit our forum? If you have any questions about our build or questions about your own, just go to our website. It's absolutebodics.com. But the links are in the description. So the purple carriers are back on. We're just about to replace the pads. We've done videos before about to do new discs and pads, etc. So we're not going to bore you by showing you all that again. But just so you're all aware, we're reusing the pads and discs that we already had because there's still plenty of life left in them. The surface rust will come off as the cars use. It's nothing major at all. But we will be putting brand new copper grease on the pads and that when we put them in, so they should work like new. And he's just hurt his hand. I hate lacquering. It's lacquer time.
Yeah, the pigeon over there hates lacquering.
Oh. I hate the smell of lacquer.
Yeah, the fumes are horrid.
You should have your mask on.
I should have a mask on, yeah, but then the camera can't aim it correctly. Anyway, there's blue lacquering, so we'll come back to you when we're next stage.
So I'm going to sum up this video now. We have brake calipers are purple, although you cannot tell. Front ones are not attached as of yet because we ran out of time. The back ones are purple and they are attached, they're done and finished. They have new copper grease on as well. The front carriers are on there, painted. Obviously the back one's fixed on. We've got one finished wheel, which is now satin black, because that's the look I was after. It's a bit dusty though. These are still drying. These are obviously the other wheels that's been satin blacked and lacquered, but they look very shiny because they're still wet at the moment. Then obviously we finish off at the front with the other front caliper. I've also touched up in this engine bay a bit, touched this bar up because it was starting to rust. Apparently I just got water on it from somewhere. So I've touched this up as well now, so it's back to satin black and not rust, so that looks nice. And then we'll go into the car again just to finish it off. We've cut the tunnel so we can get the manual gearbox in, and that will be finished off once we actually put the gearbox in, so we know exactly how it fits. So that is what we have been doing. It's took many hours. I'm quite happy with our progress. Next video, I will finish off the wheels because although they're in paint now, they're not finished. They need to be cut and buffed to make them even in the lacquer. As a couple of people pointed out in the last video, it removes the orange peel, so I got some rubbing compound. I tried it with T-Cut, but I got rubbing compound in the end because it worked a lot better and cut through the orange peel and made a smoother finish. I also used a drill as well with a buffing pad on the bottom, which sped the process up a lot quicker. So I will show you that in the next video because I've run out of time. Well, I've done it for one wheel, but I ran out of time. So I shall show you that in the next video, and hopefully with a bit of luck the boys will be free the weekend coming up. We can get these wheels finished, done, dusted, get the brakes back on, we can move the car then, and then hopefully we can crack on with putting the engine and gearbox back in, because that's pretty much where we are. So we'll just move across lastly to our board. What have we crossed off? I managed to win a radiator last night on a certain internet auction website for half price of what it should normally be. I got it for about £73 instead of 150, brand spanking new, so I'm very happy with that. But that's currently where we are. The only thing we've crossed off is the radiator, and we've painted the nuts. The calipers are actually painted but not back together yet, so I haven't crossed it off. The wheel's not finished either, so I've not crossed it off. And the tunnel hasn't been finished adjusted yet, because again we've not actually sealed it with the roof flashing stuff, so that's not been crossed off either. But that's where we're looking at. So I thank you all very much for watching this part. We shall catch up with you in the next part. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and come and join us on our website. And join us on Facebook too. Should definitely join us on Facebook. Catch you later, guys. Bye bye.